Yo, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, my fellow Africans, and also the world at large. Make on do what? Make on open an arms so receive these greetings. Why don't we give everybody? Where they hear my voice, this Wednesday morning. And I still remember my name never changed. I still am Andia Neze Okute from the platform of Okute Daily Talk, where we speak to you the undiluted truth about the struggle of Biafra, about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration, and also about the things you need to know, either Africa or the globe at large. I will never get tired of giving you news, and I know you will never get tired of sharing my message, commenting, liking, and also subscribing. All the very, very important and very, very necessary. Anyway, without not taking much of your time, that's a headline as the thing pop up. And so I just bring it to all my people. Make on follow me just this case because we the Igbos, we like to play a blame game. Each time there is a kind of a controversy surrounding the Igbo nation or the Biafrans as you may call it. We start to blame, either we blame the Hausas or we blame the Yorubas or we say the Fulanis are the problems, or we can equally call the so-called our colonists that they are the problem we are having. But indirectly and directly you find out that all these things is the blame game of an Igbo man. We like to play that blame game. But let us go straight to Anambra State. There's something that is happening there. And according to the news we are getting this morning, they have revealed that the prominent Anambrians, that is our own people, our own Biafran people, our own Igbos from the Southeasterners, that is sponsoring the insurgents and the insecurity that is ravaging that very particular state. They are living abroad. And they are not outside, neither are they Yorubas, neither are they whites or are they Westerners, but they are our own people sponsoring the insecurity and the insurgents that is about to crumble the totality of the economy of that very particular state. Anambra used to be a hub. I mean, in Anambra main market, that is the highest main market you can ever contend with in the whole of the southern Sahel. As of then, but today, what is happening? MOD where they are doing shoe, MOD at least I could remember when I was in the north. People come from all space of life, including Kano and Kaduna, where they even manufacture. They come to MOD to buy and went to their owner. Outside Amino, not our own people who live there, and went to their own market to sell in retail as well to people who come from Niger, Chad, and the rest of them. But today, what is happening? Our people have used their hand to spoil their own. Yes, now, but when you talk now, they will say you don't know what they are talking. After all, you are supporting and outsiders are going to your own people. But that's the simple truth. Make us hear this headline, so that you know will be they formulate all these things and be beginning to talk like some people used to comment on my comment section. But that is not the simple truth. The only thing I owe my fans, my viewers, is what to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. To bring you that better news that when you hear it, you know that at least you are hearing something, not wasting your data to watch what is not relevant or what cannot add anything to your life or to the growth of your economy. But let's take it this way. Breaking news. Sponsors of insurgents in Nigeria and also Anambra lives abroad, says Anambra Commissioner of Police. Sponsors of the people that is dealing with our people in Anambra State, they said they live abroad. We have another headline here again. According to the news we are having here, there's one of my fans who commented yesterday concerning what is happening in Abia State. How all the whole Labour Party lawmakers, that is how the so-called tribunal are sacking the one after the other. And he said that Alex Oti have to be extra careful, otherwise they will still sack him. What happened in Imo State will repeat itself in Abia State if Alex Oti does not take his time. Because APC, that the only political party where go spend almost all the whole revenue they will get in their first 4 years to the tribunal to make sure that they get the mandate. Then when they get to office, my dear, everything becomes a history. That's what is happening in Imo State. That's exactly why Hope Uzodinma, he used his 4 years allocation from the federal and the state level where he will use to work in that very particular state and dash it to his paymasters and tell them that, in fact, you people should take it, but make me the governor of Imo State. I will not have to generate my money. Then when he entered the seat, there's no any money again that he can siphon. He caused insecurity. Insecurity in Imo State. Hope Uzodinjo is catching out real big time. He is catching out real big time. All the kidnappings happening there, do you think they are just ordinary? He has hands in everything that is happening there. Let us tell ourselves the truth. So that's if unless what you know take time, APC will take over that seat. APC yet to accept defeat to Labour Party in Abia State. Party chieftain declares. Make on the Yaramo. They and just fold their arms. It is say they are sleeping. They are not sleeping. If you get a mandate, you have to protect your mandate. Otherwise, they will go all extra miles to take that mandate away from you. Unless something is working in Abia State, I can tell you that our own people, who have been Sasem, APC and PDP, are now happy that the man is working. They want underperforming governors who will come and every road they keep on giving contracts every year by year. People are eating that money. So the person that is eating money for that contract of any road that unless OT is constructing now, do you think that person will be very happy? He will not be very happy. Every regime that comes, they use almost all the whole roads in the southeastern part of the country to collect contract. At the end of the day, nothing will be short for. Tunumbu paying the price of Buhari and Jonathan's bad government, according to Bolaji Akinyemi. I don't know what it means, but we will come back to narrate what this particular news means. Anyway, my wonderful people, I beg you, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. We don't have to talk too much. And remember, you need to like, comment, subscribe, and also the most important and of them all, share this message. The Anambra State Commissioner of Police, Aderemi Adeoye, has said that those who sponsor insurgents in the southeast live abroad, explaining that they are mostly indigenous of the states in the geopolitical zone. What did I say? Exactly my point. Adeoye, who spoke with the reporters in Oka, lamented that those they sponsor give them the false impression that they are making progress, when in actual fact, they are merely ripping them off. Adeoye said most of them that the sponsors are abroad, but they are indigenous who are misled and misguided about the true nature of the conflict we are having in Anambra geopolitical area or zone. Their main source of information is the propaganda they read on social media, and they continue to give them false perception that the realization of the Republic of Biafra is imminent, and all they need to do is to sustain the onslaught. And their onslaught comprises of firing 3 rounds at a military outpost and running away. That is no fighting, but that is what they need to do to deceive their sponsors abroad to continue to get funding. It is business and nothing but business to them. That is propaganda, and the reality is that every day they are losing ground in the southeastern part of the country. They increasingly continue to target their own people who are members of the society, and we owe those people a duty of protection. They are in it only for their selfish interests, and that is what those people abroad want to hear. And they will be like our boys are doing it, and they contribute money and send to them. And these boys use a small part of the money to buy bullets, go to a small location and shoot and video it and send it to their sponsors, according to the Commissioner of Police in Anambra State. Adeoye said the police has succeeded in blocking the avenues of their arms supply, adding that by the time they are successfully blocked, they might resort to using catapults to fight the police. He added, soon, if they attack anywhere, the people will catch them and beat sense into their head. So I can tell you that the problem will soon be over and the people will enjoy complete peace again. If you say so, we are waiting for that day to come. Let us know that development can only happen when there is peace in the land. If you create insecurity, you are undoing your region. And once there is insecurity, no one thinks of development again. It is better for all hands to be on deck. It is our duty to create peace for development in this region. And my focus is Anambra State. Are you sure? What about your own state? Is your own state safe? Adeoye also spoke on the increasing menace of cultism in Oka, the state capital, adding that police operations led to the arrest of 55 suspected cultists at the weekend, including 14 who were rounded up during their initiation in a forest. According to him, what is happening is that this is a gang war by rival cultists and the target opponents. We are against it because of the fear it causes in the minds of investors and other law-abiding citizens in the state. The Commissioner of Police, among those recently arrested, 25 have been linked to crimes that are court-related, and arraignment in court has already started, and those found not to be culpable have been also released. That is not the end. We are analyzing the statement made by all those arrested, and we are building credible evidence against their sponsors, and we do not want to catch anyone on the able and the wriggle out. For those sponsors, we want to catch them and red-handed with credible evidence that can stand scrutiny in the court of law, because once we descend on them, it is straight to court. We are trying to conclude our investigation first before we take actions, according to the Commissioner of Police, Adelemi Adeoye, in Anambra State. Okay. APC, they are yet to conceive a defeat to Labour Party in the just concluded governorship election that happens in the state. A chieftain of the All Poverty Congress, APC, Donatus Wampa, has said that the party is yet to accept the position of an opposition party in Abia State as it is still challenging the victory of Governor Alex Oti. Recall, Oti contested and won the March 18 governorship election on the platform of the Labour Party. Months, however, after the election, Wampa, while addressing some APC chieftains and members during a reception organized in honor of his nomination as a national officer of the party, spoke about the party's perceived quietness as an opposition in Abia State. He stressed that the APC could not be referred to as an opposition party yet, as it was still challenging Oti's election victory. We are not sleeping. We are doing integration, reorganization, reconciliation, and we are waxing stronger than we have ever been, said Wampa, as he charged the party chieftains to always preach peace and carry everybody along. Okute News report that Wampa is the new APC National Welfare Secretary. Speaking further during the meeting, Wampa urged the warring party chieftains in Abia State to sheath their sword and unite for the progress and electoral fortunes of the party in Abia, urging Southeast support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu the Jagaban. He said the war is over. There's no longer any internal division or faction in Abia APC. The former state chairman said it is all about a new phase of APC where there's no faction or division. He said there was no victory until we captured the state government house, pointing out that Abia APC is rooted in a culture of collegiate leadership. There's no solo administrator. APC is deeply rooted in consultation, cooperation, and mutual understanding, Wampa added. He advised Nigerians, especially the Southeast region, to moderate their criticisms of Mr. Tinubu and support his quest to transform the nation. What the Southeast needs is infrastructure, security, and a level playing field for them to exhibit their talent. I want to say that the Southeast, having produced some key persons in this government with a policy of an all-inclusive system, we have nothing to fear, Wampa explained. Well, the last but not the least, Mazi Tinubu is paying the price of Buhari's and Jonathan's bad government, according to our Professor Bolaji Akinyemi. A former Minister of External Affairs, Bolaji Akinyemi, on Tuesday said Bola Ahmed Tinubu is paying the price of the past bad government. But that same past government, you forgot to tell the general public also that Tinubu is the one that brought that past government that ravaged and destroyed the economy of the so-called Nigeria. Akinyemi stated this while speaking on Tinubu's recent trip to New Delhi in India, for the G20 summit in an interview with Arise TV Daily. Oga Tinubu attended the two-day summit on the special invitation of the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Tinubu met with the leaders of the US, Germany and South Korea on the sidelines of the summit and also witnessed the confinement of the permanent member title on the African Union as the member of the G20 summit. Akinyemi said if Nigeria wants to be a permanent member of the prestigious G20, it has to work on improving its image in the international community. The former minister said, we must stop the marketing Nigeria irrespective of what the government does. If we as people have no faith in our own country or in our own government, it will be backfire or it will backfire. Let me, however, deal now that what I would call the international aspect of that summit and the implications for Nigeria. We are not members of the G20. Why? According to Akinyemi, the reasons are many. One is that the bad leadership that has driven our economy to the ground. Now that we know the cause of bad leadership, I hope we will give our country decent leadership that can promote Nigeria. We must stop Boko Haram and all things that destabilize and give Nigeria a bad image. Tinubu and Nigeria are paying the price for the bad leadership of the past. We tend to say that it started with Jonathan and Buhari, but forgive me, it started before. That I won't, however, go into that now. Go into it, all this old that refuse to always hide the truth. But the good news is that Bola Tinubu is starting at a time when he can maximize the goodwill of the international communities. Number one, the new president of the G20 is from Brazil, and Brazil is a friend of Nigeria. We have a very good relationship with Brazil. That good relationship should be cultivated because the president of the G20 actually has a lot of influence on his fellow members in terms of what he would like to do or not to do. Therefore, Bola Tinubu should set up a task force whose objective should be that by the next summit, Nigeria should actually be sponsored for permanent membership of the G20 summit, according to Akinyemi Bolaji. Anyway, my wonderful people, the viewers and subscribers, now here I go to say bye-bye to you. I beg, help me share this message, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for better experience next time. Have a nice day. Bye for now. Kemesiano.